What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Just double checking to make sure that this this stream is going live. I just want to make sure the stream is actually live. Been trying to get it live. There we go, man. What's going on? It's your boy Francis back again with another one. This is the Jamaica Reggae Boyz review show. What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Wait,
just double checking to make sure that this stream is going live.
Hold on,
I just want to make sure the stream is actually live. Been trying to get it live. There we go. What's going on, man? We back in with another one. As you can see, new system, getting everything started. Again, happy for you guys to be here, rocking out with me at this particular time. I'm really appreciative of all of that. As you can see right there, the call-in number is right there. You can call the line. It's open, 416-771-4338. And we back again with another one. We're going to be reviewing. It's a win or go home situation. It's a win or go home situation for the Reggae Boyz. And we definitely going to be talking about that in this video right now. Just on the other side of this musical interlude. Let's get it going. I'll be back. Taking some music real quick.
And we up next. On the contrary to what you used to, I would like to welcome you into the future. Big homie about to spit it like a Ruger. Working double time to sunsets, then I hear the roosters. Competition begging me to slow down. Grand Pooba, cause you know we serving next up. For court, my nigga press up. Back to back, no days off, we don't need to rest up. You better check your heart and check your stamina. You gotta deal with Francis, the big homie from Canada. Next up, sports talk, yeah homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you. Cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah. Next up, next up, yeah. Next up, next up, next up, next up. Next up, sports talk. Don't even trip, homie, we got you.
Okay, let's get it. Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody out there. Sean, answer. Big up to yourself, man. Shout out for you. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Listen, for the last, 10 minutes, I've been trying to get this stream live, and I'm finally live, and I'm back again, and I'm super excited, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. Definitely that be supporting Next Up Sports Talk. Yeah. The number is right there on the screen. You can definitely call in on WhatsApp, 416-771-4338. Give your thoughts. I want to know what you think, my people. I want to know what you think about these games that have taken place, or the game that's taken place so far. I watched, I reviewed. A lot to say. I got a lot to say when it comes to, the Reggae Boyz and what needs to happen. I also went and reviewed the tape just to see whether or not if it was, if I was looking with an eye that was scrutinizing too much, or what I actually seen was what was actually going on. And definitely you can tell that early on in the game, Jamaica started off slow. But in the midst of it, they showed, their dominance. They showed just how great they can be. But then they dropped the ball. How they drop the ball? Well, simple 5-yard passes that you're supposed to be able to make from here to there. You're passing it behind your teammate. It's not on target. With the pass, the indecisiveness. I think one of the things that the coach did, in my opinion, that was really, really bad, was the coach decided that he's going to play Sula Makala and Isaac Hayden, knowing full well that Isaac Hayden doesn't really have the pace to when he goes forward to drop back and be defensive. So he decided, let me put a strong defensive midfielder in the place of Isaac Hayden, when he goes forward, Sula McCullough can be there to receive the ball from Ethan Pinnock, from a Richard King, turn, make a pass to either Bobby Reed, Damari Gray, or to Leon Bailey, and then the play would advance. But put in Sula McCullough in that type of position when the pressure started to get, pressurized, you made bad decisions. Now, I'm not going to blame him for the decisions that he made, partly because of the fact that there was no support. So you showed that you can control the ball, but when you got the ball, there was nobody really there for you to make a pass to. You had to either take an extra touch or turn in a direction you don't want to turn in. And I think that all comes down to training. You can agree or disagree with me, but definitely call me on the line and let me know what you are thinking. But that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I am looking at it, my people. And so that was some of the decisions that I believe that Coach McLaren made, because, this game really comes down to Coach McLaren and his decision making in putting in the right lineup. That's how I see it. What you mean by that, Francis? All right, let me tell you what I mean by that. Putting Richard King and Dexter Lambakisa on the same side of the field, probably not the best decision to make, and I'm sure he's going to go back with that same lineup again, but that's not the decision to make. I say that because Dexter Lambakisa, defensively, he makes a lot of mistakes, but because of his pace, he covers his mistake. Now, you put a player on that side of the field like a Richard King that position-wise, for the most part, he's pretty solid position-wise. Didn't really show that in the St. Vincent and Grenadines game, but for the most part, he's usually pretty solid positional-wise, putting himself in the right position to make things happen. Unfortunately, he lacks the foot speed, in my opinion, to really cover in open space. Having to make a decision between stopping the ball or tracking back in position to intercept potentially or slow down the offensive player that made the run is not something that I think is Richard King's strong suit, and it showed. Because they absolutely picked on Richard King and Dexter Lambakisa on that side of the field. Majority of their opportunities came from that side of the field. Majority of the opportunities came from that side of the field. So when you look at it, Ethan Pinnock isn't really the fastest, but he's good positional wise. He can put himself in the right positions to make the tackle, to make the necessary moves that need to be made. As what Sean Answer said, we need speed in the back line. We have no speed in the back line. Yep. Well, really and truly, no. We don't really got no speed in the back line. But I must say, Amari Bell kind of held his own. Dexter got speed, so I wouldn't say they're on the back line, but you're saying between your two center backs, Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. I wouldn't play them together, personally. That's like putting Ethan Pinnock and Michael Hector. No disrespect to Richard King, but he lacks the foot speed that Ethan Pinnock doesn't have. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Ethan Pinnock don't have that foot speed. So what are you saying? What I'm saying is they literally getting 5 to 10 yards away from our center backs, knowing full well, they know in them head, they know that I'm going to beat that center back. He doesn't have the foot speed to keep up. And I went back and I checked. I had to do a double check. I had to check to make sure that I wasn't seeing things. And yeah, it's clear that if you go on the Gold Cup YouTube or their Twitter page and look at the highlights that they ran for the game, the 5 chances that St. Vincent and the Grenadines had, it came from Richard King. You know those little doll things that spin? Richard King was literally spinning like this the whole entire game. Round and round and round and round he goes. They literally twisted him inside out many times. When the dude hit the back heel between Richard King's legs. The back heel between his legs. He came like how Damian Lowe would come to do a tackle with his legs wide open. And he literally backheeled it between Richard King's leg, and Dexter couldn't recover, and Ethan Pinnock don't got the foot speed. Dead in the waters. That's what you call dead in the waters. That what was happening during that game. It was hard to watch because the connection, there was no midfield presence to me. There was no midfield presence. None. Smash the like button when you come in. Just hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the call in. If you got some thoughts on the game, yeah, you can call in and let me know your thoughts. If you're having trouble with the line, let me know. But yeah, call in and drop your thoughts. I'm not going to be on here long. Tomorrow I'm going to have definitely a preview show, so tap in. Probably early on in the daytime, but not really sure as yet. I'm going to let you know. Just keep it locked. We're playing a high line. I understand that, but it's hard for you to play a high line when they don't have the foot speed, Sean. Sean, they ain't got the foot speed. So you playing the high line. Richard King is not really going to run down somebody and stop them from scoring. Then when he gets there, respectfully, when he gets there, what is he going to do defensively? And I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Somebody got to convince me of it because I don't see it. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to our reggae boys. Steve McLaren should have played Lati Bauder instead of Sule Makala, unless Lati has an injury or his team says, hey, he only can play a certain amount of minutes. I don't see why Lati Bauder isn't playing that CDM. He's played there for so many big games. Why now? Why go with a player that in reality is not gonna play in the World Cup if we make the World Cup or in the World Cup qualifiers game? So I'm not really sure why you would play, and no disrespect to Sule Makala, you got your opportunity. But that should be Joel Lati Bauder. Sean, you dead on. You dead on. You dead on. How we playing? How we managing to play a high line? And we ain't got no speed in the back. We playing a high line, but we ain't got no speed in the back. That don't even make sense. Like, that don't even make sense. Why it's not connecting, though? So I'm agreeing with you 100%. So that's one of the decisions I felt like the coach made that was incorrect, in my opinion. He needed to make a better decision. That was one of them. He needed to make a better decision. Also, having Isaac Hayden You had success playing Bobby Reed and Tyreek McGee. You had success playing Bobby Reed and Tyreek McGee in the game against Nicaragua in the first leg. And then you come back and you don't go with it again. I don't understand. That one I don't get. Somebody got to tell me. I don't get that one. Hold on a second. Come on, smash that. Smash the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on, hit the like button. A game against St. Vincent and the Green. We supposed to be St. Vincent. I mean, they're a good team. They've had, they won some games, but with the talent that we have on the team, we supposed to win them games. So again, you had success playing Tyreek McGee and Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed couldn't play the second game because he picked up the yellow card, so he was suspended. That's why he was sitting in the stands. And Bobby Reed didn't come to the last, obviously, the friendly that they had against Trinidad because it wasn't needed. And now you have the opportunity to see if you can run that midfield. You got two dogs on the outside. You got two footballers that can play real good football. You got Leon Bailey and you got Damari Gray. And you don't put two good midfielders together. You don't put Bobby Reed and Tyreek McGee together. It doesn't make sense to me. Smash the like button. Hit the like button. Come on. It doesn't make sense to me. That's something that I would expect is automatic. That should be automatic, in my opinion. It should be automatic to put Tyreek McGee because you want to score goals. You want to be offensive. I'm not sure what Steve McLaren is thinking. What is he thinking? What is on his mind? What is on Steve McLaren's mind? When he's making decisions, what is on his mind? You took 90 minutes, 85 minutes to make a change in a game that you was losing 1-0. Thank you to the football gods. They smiled upon Jamaica and gave us a late penalty. I'm talking about last play of the entire game to tie 1-1. And you mean to tell me that our coach Steve McLaren couldn't make a better decision? He couldn't go to the bench earlier. He also don't got plan B, C. Coach Jaime Hargensen saying at some points he didn't have no plan A, no plan B or C. You understand what I'm saying, my people? He didn't have a plan. And like what Sean is saying in the chat, it's simple. We're playing a high line and we have no speed in the back. But think about it. We got no speed in the front line either. We got nobody in the front line. Shamar Nicholson looks like he got cement shoes on. Cement cleats on. I wouldn't even say boots. Cement cleats. His foot is heavy. One goal fell into the lap of the goal scoring Shamar Nicholson. And he fluffed it on the 6-yard box. Picked one, dropped in his lap. And he fluffed it. Man, dash with that. He couldn't pick up him foot and couldn't turn. Shamar is doing the pressing. He's pressing the goalkeeper in the back line, pressing. But it's pressing to no avail. It's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything with that press. Why? Because Damari Gray and Leon Bailey, they're not doing nothing. Damari Gray and Leon, they're not about to come and help Shamar Nicholson press. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. So Shamar Nicholson either needs to spend his time trying to stay onside while making runs to score versus spending his time running at the goalkeeper when he got the ball or the back line so that he can kick it up the field. You might as well drop back into his defensive shell and let them work the ball out the back line. I know it's coming from Steve McLaren to press. But Shamar not doing that for 75 minutes. So it's ineffective. It's not effective. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, my people. And Steve McLaren's head is tough. He makes the same decisions. You put two slow defenders together. You put Ethan Pinnock and you put Richard King together to play defense. And then you put slow Sule Makala and slow Isaac Hayden together. You put nobody in the midfield to help Bobby Reed. Nobody. Because you know them two ballers on the outside, the divas. I call them divas. The two divas on the outside. Damari Gray and Leon Bailey. But they're not trying to overwork. They're trying to get the ball and put their offensive skills on display. That's what they're looking to do. Put their offensive skills on display. Okay? And I agree with you. Yeah, it's like deja vu again with this coach taking forever to make a change. Forever to make a change. Sean, forever to make a change. And Shamar definitely needs to sit on the bench. Bro, put Dixon in the game. Let him run the front line. Put Kaheem Dixon up there and let him just run. Bro, Shamar looks out of shape. He might be injured. He looks out of shape, man. He looks heavy. He looked like his foot, like he can't get that body up and moving. Like he looks real heavy. So, you know what I mean? Warner Brown came in, he did his thing. Give the two young fellas a run. Like if Shamar was to get him a run, he'd be like slow motion. He gotta hit the bench. He needs a wake-up call. Can you believe it? Our two leading strikers, our two number 9 is a dude that broke his leg in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Speedy recovery to Mikel Antonio and heavy body Shamar Nicholson. Mikel Antonio's 32. Shamar's 27 to 28. But how are we going to score goals? Kaheem Dixon, for the most part, is inexperienced at that level. What we going to do? Just believe in what exactly? You had Joel Latibo there, experience, sitting on the bench. Tyreek McGee, who can handle them tight quarters. Him and Bobby Reed in there buzzing around, can make some real noise happen. Didn't happen. At least try it and then go a different direction. Didn't happen. What are we talking about? Now you talking about you got Damien Lowback. Man, in that game, the way Richard King played, yeah, you might as well have had Nana Low. You might as well. You might as well. That's what I'm saying. You might as well. Shamar got to sit down, man. He got to. He got to. and see if somebody else can get a, get a run, do something different for this squad, because it's a win or go home. And for all those that are wondering, I'm not really when I look back at the game as well, I'm looking for the team to string together 5 good passes that draw the other team out, create opportunities to have successful, didn't happen. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you how I seen it. Ethan Pinnock, I'm not mad that you missed that. I'm not mad, but that's probably the best service that Ethan Pinnock has gotten playing for the Reggae Boyz. I say it again, that's probably the best. That's probably the best service that Ethan Pinnock has got from a cross since playing for the Reggae. He was so surprised that he didn't even know what to do with the header. He headed it straight to the goalie. Brilliant save by the goalie, by the way. He was surprised too. The goalie just kind of threw his body in the way. He wasn't really planning to make a spectacular save. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And he's never gotten a cross that looked like that before. And he was shocked. He was beyond shocked was an understatement. He was beyond shocked. He was like, damn, the ball's right here. He literally said, damn, the ball's right here. Wow. It's already here. In almost 90 minutes. Demarai Gray got 1 good shot on goal. 1. If I'm lying, correct me. 1 good shot on goal. 1 good shot on goal. It can't happen. It cannot happen. You cannot have your goal scorer really getting 1 good shot on goal where the goalie made an excellent save. There's work for us to do, man. There's work for us to do. There's a lot of work for us to do. A lot of work for us to do. A lot of work for us to do. A whole lot of work for us to do. In our real life. Wally pa work. Because there's no way. When I looked back at the highlights, now again, highlights are highlights. They're supposed to show the highlights of the game. Now, I heard Steve McLaren saying the post-match press conference that they dominated the game. I was watching the game, and I never felt like we dominated the game the way he said we dominated the game. Did we have 2 or 3 chances that we should have scored? Yeah. But that's a shoulda. But in reality, did you feel like we dominated the game? Let me know in the comment section. Or matter of fact, you can call in. Let me know in the comment section if you felt like we dominated the game. And I don't feel that. I don't feel we dominated the game at all. I feel like we had moments. We had more than a few moments in the game where it looked promising. It looked like, yeah, man, we're going to score. Based off some broken plays, yeah? 1 or 2 broken plays here, bad passes from St. Vincent, a lucky bounce, and we got into the position. But that was it. That was really it. We had moments, but dominating, I think St. Vincent, when they had the ball, I think they did a better job of taking care of the ball than we did. Again, stringing passes together and creating opportunities. I mean, their opportunities came from a string of plays, a string of passes. One, knock it here, knock it there, knock it here, knock it there. Boom, they're in front of goal. Hey, Sean, I agree with you. Smash that like button. Hit the like button. You can definitely call in and drop your thoughts. The line is open. Won't be open for too much longer, but definitely call in. To me, Bailey looked better playing in the Jamaica jersey. I just need him to take shots on goal. See, he's another one. How can you have 3 of your goal scorers, your 3 goal scorers, Shamar Nicholson, who's the second leading goal scorer in Jamaica, Leon Bailey, and Damari Gray, and out of all of them, a real goal scoring opportunity, you would say 2, because that one that fell in Shamar Nicholson's lap. I mean, that one fell in his lap. Oh my goodness. That's a knock-in. You supposed to score that with no problem. With no problem. He muffed that one right there. He couldn't find his foot. It got up and it walked off the field. And foot disappeared. Anyways, Damari Gray was another opportunity. Leon Bailey, I don't know if he's working too hard for his shots. That's what the midfielders should be doing. They should be creating opportunities for him to get into goal-scoring opportunities. Now, again, he is the focal point. So when he gets to certain parts of the pitch, he's going to have 2 and 3 eyes looking in his direction to see what he's doing. So again, that's where his playmaking abilities come into play. His playmaking abilities is what's crucial. Because if they're knocking the passes, knocking the ball around on the pitch, not long ball FC, but they're knocking the ball around on the pitch, then absolutely. Leon Bailey should be scoring more goals. But I feel like the midfield is so absent when he picks up the ball and he starts to dribble at his defender. When he starts to dribble at his defender, the center back comes over to help. Because he going to beat that midfielder, that defensive midfielder, so the wing back has to step. But when he steps, if Leon's supposed to make a move, boop, boop, step over, dice him up, shift him, shake him out his clothes, the center back is right there to clean up. As soon as Leon Bailey comes out of that move, he's getting cleaned up by the center back. So Leon Bailey should have the opportunity to knock the ball around. Knock it around. He should be able to beat that defensive midfielder, take on the center back, be able to knock it to either Bobby Reed, who's supposed to be there, realistically, or Isaac Hayden, and they're supposed to play him a 2, or they're playing back and forth for the success that of goal scoring opportunities. That is what I'm talking. That is what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking from them. To play together, trust one another. Leon Bailey and Damari Gray, they like to slow walk the ball up. I don't know if they're waiting for their teammates to join the play. And if that's the case, then Steve McLaren has to do a better job of shrinking the field. I know he wants to stretch the field, but as the field is stretched, the team is not playing together, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you see it different than me, let me know. But for me, personally, I think the field they got to play closer. That's why we're getting a lot of long balls instead of knock the ball on the ground and put 2, 3, 4, and 5 passes together. That's going to turn into a goal-scoring opportunity and potentially a goal. Because that's what you want at the end of the day. Because this is a win-or-go-home situation. That game, Richard King played poor. On the ball, obviously, I believe, again, Steve McLaren is not doing the right job because I would play the ball through Ethan Pinnock. But I guess he's trying to attack that side of the field. The same side of the field that St. Vincent and the Grenadines was attacking for them was that same side of Richard King, Leon Bailey, and Dexter Lambakisa. They defended poorly on that side of the field. Period. They defended poorly. It poor. Them three man there, poor defensively, in my opinion. Poor defensively. We know Leon Bailey don't track back. That's not a secret. If you watch EPL, you see it every Saturday or Sunday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on if he's in Champions League or Europa League. But Leon Bailey is not the best at tracking back. He's not. Right? Okay. Dexter Lambikisa gambles. He gambles a lot because he got that pace. Because Dexter has that pace, he gambles a lot. He gambles a lot. But he usually recovers. And he cleans up for his mistakes. Now, it's different when it's a Damian Lowe because of the communication. Or a Deshaun Bernard because of the communication. Richard King wasn't on the same page. He wasn't on the same page. I'm never up on the same page as never up on the same page as Dexter Lambikisa, and defensively they made some really, really, really poor decisions. Really poor decisions. Really poor decisions. Smash that like button. And it showed. And realistically, I know we had 3 or 4 opportunities, but so did St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, what has our record been? We haven't even scored a goal. The last time we scored a goal at home was when? The last time we scored a goal at home was when? Does anybody know? Do you guys know? Well, let's find out together. Last time Jamaica scored a goal at home. Trying to see when was the last time we scored a goal at home. Stats and highlights. ESPN, let me know what's going on. It's been a while since we scored a goal home. Let's keep it a buck. It's been a while. So the confidence that I'm supposed to have in our boys going out there and scoring is not there right now. Maybe when I sleep and wake up tomorrow, I'll feel differently. But we went down to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Big up Andrew Garth. Big up yourself. Brrr, Wagwan. Listen, the line's open. You see the call-in number there, 416-771-4338. Call in on WhatsApp. Shout me up, man. Tell me what you got going on. What's on your mind when it comes to the Reggae Boyz, man, and the game we had. Now, they struggled to... I wouldn't say they struggled to score because Jamaica usually performs very well. They perform very well away from home. At home is a whole different story. It's a whole different ball game at home. But, you know, can you build onto the performance that you had in terms of the chances that you had for home? We're hoping. It's at Savannah Park, smaller stadium. And so we're hoping. Let's hope and see. Because it's a winner, go home. It's a big game. It's a big game. We shouldn't downplay St. Vincent and the Grenadines because they've clearly showed that, you know, they're here to win. They're here to win. And you know, we got the away goal, which is really good. So it's time for us to figure out how much goals that we can score at Savannah Park against St. Vincent and the Grenadines to advance to the Gold Cup. So we can be in LA in June, July, somewhere around there. for the Gold Cup at SoFi Stadium. Our three goal scorers. Shamar Nicholson, Demarai Gray, and Leon Bailey. Even though Leon Bailey scored a penalty, he's missed a few, so he definitely needed a redemption. He missed a few. Didn't really... I don't think St. Vincent and the Grenadines felt a threat. I could be wrong. Goal scoring threat coming from those three. Like, okay, they're running at us. We're scrambling. We're out of position. Let's see how we can get into position to do defensively. I think they handled it the best way they could. Obviously, they're not as strong as we are defensively, but nonetheless, they were able to collectively make it happen in terms of stopping these goals from scoring. So when we get home, what is the plan? What is the lineup that Steve McLaren? Because what is the line that Steve McLaren is going to put out? Because the one that he put out in St. Vincent, I know he felt like that lineup created a ton of chances. As he likes to clearly say, he had 16 shots and 7 on target. And should have had 3 or 4 goals. So going with that same lineup, believing that that's going to happen, is going to be tough. Because if I'm St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I'm looking for them. I'm licking my chops, hoping that they play Dexter Lambikiza and Richard King on that side of the field with Leon Bailey. Because I'd watch the tape, and I would be looking to exploit that. Now, if Leon Bailey or Demarai Gray can get some help, if they can get somebody they can play a 1-2 off of, knock the ball around with the midfielders, I think we would have a lot more success. But Shamar Nicholson, either 2 things got to happen, in my opinion. The 2 things got to happen. Here's the 2 things that I think got to happen. Number one, what's your line up looking like? Huh? Oh, I'm going to tell you in a minute. Number 1, Shamar Nicholson either has to slow down on the pressing the goalkeeper to make sure he picks up the ball, or pressing too hard the center back when he's looking to either pass to the left or the right, and rather drop back. When they pick up, drop back. Let them play out the back. Save your energy for it. When the defense turns over the ball and we're counterattacking, you have the energy and you have the pace to stay onside and get onto the end of one of those. That's what. If I can't see that from Shamar Nicholson, he needs to go sit down on the bench. Yeah, he got to go hold the bench in a real life, respectfully. I have to go sit on one side. I just saw it go. It's okay. But he looks out of shape. He doesn't look like he got the energy, the foot speed, none of it. And that's alarming to me. All right, so in the comment section, let me see right here. What's my lineup looking like? So my lineup would look like this. Yeah? I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna pull up the lineup box and I'll show you tomorrow in detail, but I'm gonna tell you right now. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm having a preview show tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna go live for the game, but we'll keep it locked on that one for right now. Ethan, so I'm gonna go with Amari Bell because I think he played good. Ethan Pinnock. Well, let me pull this up real quick. If I don't pull this up, I don't want to make a mistake. Where's my phone? Make sure I get this lineup right. I don't want to speak out of turn. And let me see. Okay. JFF. Boom. Lineup. Where we at? Where's that lineup at? Okay. Where is it? 6 hours ago. Hold up. So he's out. Bell is injured. Okay. Let me read Andrew's message. I'm gonna get back to you in a minute. Sean. Francis, I wish I felt more confident. I hope we can pull it together as a unit. Definite. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. As a unit. We're playing like individuals. We're not playing like a unit. Like a unit for real. For real. That would be nice if we can play like a unit. And you also said, I watched Mexico, Canada, and Panama. They're all playing on all sides. Yo, Canada is looking good. Mexico is looking good. Raul Jimenez, woo, Ederson, woo. That boys is playing ball. The goalie, they play ball. Panama and Canada, you already know. Jonathan David and even though Alphonso Davies picked up a little knock, not a good look. Let me see. Trying to get to when is this? 2 days ago. Let me get to this lineup though. I know Damian Lowe is so me personally. Hold on, where's this lineup at, man? Dang. Taking forever. Oh, here we go. All right. So Davis, White, Joel Latsabody, Cummins, Ainsworth, Ming. Which Ming is that? Y'all tell me which Ming is that? Anglin, McGee, Warner Brown, Cephas, Dixon, Marfield. Jesus have mercy. Okay, so I'm gonna go Andre Blake. Just off the top of my head, I'm gonna go Andre Blake. I'm gonna go Joel Latsibaudiere, Isaac Hayden, Ethan Pinnock. You said Bell is injured, right? So, right. So Joel got to play anyways. So I'd put him at right back and put maybe Dexter on the other side. Either if Damian Lowe is back. And he's if he's back and he's healthy, then I'm gonna go with Damian Lowe over Richard King, Bobby Reed, Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, and give me either Warner Brown, but I'm gonna go with Kaheem Dixon. I think Dixon should get the run. If not, you know what? If not, let's be for real. If not, I'm playing Cephas as my fault. I'm playing Cephas as my 9. You're joking. If I'm the coach, I'm gambling. I need speed up top. So I'm putting Cephas. Forget putting Cephas on the left or the right. Put him in the middle. He might be a fish out of water, but listen, bro, all you got to do is you guys got to play him the ball. Play him the ball. Let him put that speed on display. Play him through and let him put the speed on display. Let him kick and run at them center backs. It'll be curtains. If I was Steve McClare, I'm putting Cephas as the 9 to give me that speed. Then I'm going to give Damari 75 minutes. Then I'm going to take him off and put on Dixon. I still can go to Warner Brown as a 9. He just got played like that. But realistically though, I'm preferring. All right, so I would put Bobby Reed and Isaac Hayden. Bobby Reed, Isaac Hayden, and Tyreek McGee. I'd put them in the midfield. So I'd put Bobby Reed to play beside Isaac Hayden, and I would put Tyreek McGee as the 10. Leon Bailey, Damari Gray. And you can roll the dice. Either you're gonna put Cephas, either you're gonna put Dixon or Warner Brown up front. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. But Shamar definitely, in my opinion, you gotta see the bench in this game. No disrespect. Hey, what's going on? Nunez News Network. Big up yourself. Salute. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button. The line is open. You can call in and definitely have your say on the game that happened a couple days ago and the game that's coming tomorrow. Let me see. So Andrew Garth said those three teams are looking better than usual, better than us currently. That's a fact, and this can change. But how much between now and qualifying? A lot. Remember, Father Time is undefeated, but what you want to do, which is why I don't understand, if you're looking to qualify, if you want to qualify, you want to make it and qualify for the World Cup, you have to start to have your team locked in now. Steve McLaren is looking to still recruit and look for players for summer. If they make it for summer, we supposed to already have a core team together, obviously with one or two players, in and out, like a Mason Greenwood or a Leon Bailey pick up an injury, or you know what I'm saying. But you're supposed to have your core team together, already building that chemistry, locking in on your game plan, and make it happen. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing that, Steve McLaren. So I'm wondering, how much control do you have? I know it probably slipped a few of you guys, but Steve McLaren also said that he's waiting to get the proper equipment to get the job done. Now you know whether you're a plumber, an electrician, a chef, a construction worker, a mechanic. You're only as good as your tools. You want to get some handyman work? Then you're going to get that if you don't got the right tools. And for Steve McLaren at this stage, in looking to qualify for the World Cup, still don't have the tools he needs? It's kind of ludicrous, JFF. Mike Ricketts, because I'm no longer I'm calling the president, Mike Ricketts. I don't think I hear his name being called enough. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Mike Ricketts, what's happening? What are you doing, brother? What changes are you making happen, brother? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm concerned about. Yeah, listen, Sean, them teams is way out of our league. Way out of our league. Wagwan with Dixon, he been balling in England, well confident. Yeah, I don't know why the coach ain't giving him, I don't know why the coach ain't rolling him out there. The coach should be putting him, unless he got an injury, I don't see why at this point, at this stage, Kaheem Dixon isn't getting more game time. He should be getting more game time. He should be getting more game time. I repeat, he should be getting more game time. Yup. You should be getting more. I appreciate you, Nunez News Network. Appreciate you for hitting that like button. As in, how much can Jamaica change? Correction. Honestly, for me, it's always been that togetherness. It's always been that confidence I want to feel that they can knock the ball around on the ground. Trust one another. Trust that your teammate's going to be in the right place at the right time. And trust when you give them the ball, they're going to make the right decisions. Trust. I see them off the field, even in training, but I don't see it on the field. I want to see it on the field. That's where I want to see it the most, is on the field. And I don't see it. But if you see it, let me know, because I don't see it. I definitely don't see it. I don't see it at all. So that's what I'm looking for. We got this game coming up. Again, I haven't reviewed the tape. Isaac Hayden kind of left Sule McCullough on his own majority of the game. There wasn't much support there. And a player that's never been on that level, playing at that level with them type of talent, at times he looked like a fish out of water. At times he looked like he was drowning. The jersey was burying him into the ground. And so he made some mistakes. And that's why you need your experienced players to, rally around. You want them to pick up and hold up those players that might not have, all that experience but can ball. Because you got to go with what you have. You got to go with what you have. Yo, what's good? My guy. Yo, what's up, babe? I'm here. What's good? What's good? What's good? The team plays like they don't even want to be here. Facts. That's how I see it too. They really, yeah. They're playing like they are like they don't trust each other. Like they don't trust each other at all. Big up yourself in the Carter Media House, man. I was looking for your live yesterday. Well, because it's Tuesday now. Sunday, I was looking for you live. I was about to jump on you live, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't see you live, so I'm gonna hit you. Where my phone at? Send you a little quick message. I can't say everything over the net. But yeah, the number is there, man. You can call in, and you know what I'm saying? Anytime you want to call in and let me know what's on your mind. Yeah, I'm back, man. And we're going to have a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a lot of shows. Definitely a lot of call-in shows. So y'all get your phone together and call in, man, because we're going to be doing a lot of shows. Definitely on the Reggae Boyz and the EPL. Champions League, if I can get to it, it's just going to be a lot of content. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be looking to do get back on it, man. Get back to work. It's time to get to work. Listen, I've sat back and I've watched. I had a few personal things I needed to take care of, and it took me longer than I wanted to. It was tough sitting there watching. The team go through the things it's gone through. But it's nothing like God timing, and I'm back. Hold up a minute. Yeah, that was Nick Carter right there. I'm about to hold on to me. Let me see. 1, 3. Let me see if my brother gonna call up here in a few minutes and chop it up with me. All right, so let's keep it rocking though. Andrew Gart said Dominican Republic, Guatemala, and either the British Virgin Islands or the U.S. Virgin Islands should be fully dominating these teams. We definitely should. We already seen the game we had against Guatemala. It was tough. Dominican Republic, they're starting to turn their whole program around, and they're looking to do better things. The Guatemalan team is, and so. Yeah, we being tough against them teams. Them teams would be right now. We have a hard time with those teams, which we supposed to be dominating. Realistically, we supposed to be dominating them. We supposed to be dominating them. Them teams ain't supposed to have no chance against us. No chance. The fact that we having to draw with St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that's no disrespect to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we supposed to be knocking ball on teams like that. So I don't know what Steve McLaren is over here selling unicorn meat. Because him need for come down now. Steve McLaren, listen, bro. Don't let me start the fire. Don't let me start the fire. You won't like it. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Don't let me start the fire. If I start the fire, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems. Because I don't want to know when you going to decide to step up and take control of the team. Here we go. There we go. Hold up a minute. Hello? Hello? Hold up a second. Why am I not connected? There we go. Hello?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What's up? You live on the show, man. We got in the Carter Media House, man. The boss himself in the building. You know what I'm saying, on the show. Now we talking about the review, the first game. Give us your thoughts on how you thought the first game went against St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Why? Terrible game, bro. Terrible game, to be honest. But first, though, before a ball even kick, in St. Vincent the other day, whenever did I really look for a result, because, look, we're already like the overwhelming favorite. You get what I'm saying? But I'm more look on, personnel, the character of players, the leadership, like intensity, and, just play with a lot of energy and with pride. You understand? But, bro, the man I never take off none of that box there. It take the players that that substitute on the pitch, to change the game completely. And, I guess that was a little bit too late. But, look, a miracle work in the last kick of the game. But overall, players make mistakes, but different from that, bro, there's not much to take out here from the game, to be honest. Missed chances.
A bunch of missed chances. Like, outside of that, I just think defensively, I'm just trying to figure out what Steve McLaren was thinking. Put in, Ethan Pinnock and Richard King at center back, both of them who don't have great foot speed.
Yeah. Two players that really calm, but again, probably would have said, look, Ethan is the one that look, over so many games, in the Premier League, with a young Richard King, upcoming on the international stage. Probably would have directed him a little bit. Even when he made that mistake, and he gave up that goal, poor position awareness, I was expecting to see, like, Ethan Pinnock probably having a conversation with him, showing a little bit of leadership. Just by having that dialogue and say, all right, this is what. None of that. So it's just, everybody is just like, every man for themselves.
Every man for themselves. Every man for...
So it's like, it's a coach with a domino way I play, bro.
Right. And you know what, though? What I was saying, I don't think a lot of people realize and understand, is that Dexter Lambakisa, he makes a lot of mistakes defensively. But the problem for a lot of people that they will miss is because of his pace, he always cleans up his mistakes.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. When Dexter makes a mistake in the open field and turn over the ball, Richard King cannot pick up the mistake for him because he doesn't have the foot speed. Not only that, they had him turning around like a ballerina in open space.
Yes.
That dude, I thought he spun all the way to China. The way he was turning around, his footprint is still in the field. They were spinning him inside and out. Pause.
You know what? I have to give St. Vincent credit, especially the coach. They saw something, on our right-hand side.
Yep.
And it's not just this Steve. It's even when you have Albert Powell, you have Javian Brown, You understand? It doesn't matter who played on that right hand side. It's like, it's anybody who played that right hand side, teams always target us down that right hand side. I have to like wondering what the hell that right hand side contract with water commission, there's pipe leaking all over the place?
I'm trying to tell you.
You get what I'm saying?
And then
So,
what who else is on that side of the field? Who else that don't really defend on that side of the field?
Leon.
He don't run back, so it's like, but Claire, what were you thinking? Like, did you actually think through the lineup? But did you choose the lineup? Because I'm confused.
The lineup was terrible.
Then here's the other mistake I believe he made. You put Sule McCullough, who's he's not really fast. You put him with a slow Isaac Hayden. So when Isaac presses forward, he leaves Sule McCullough all by himself back there, inexperienced.
Yeah.
You got him he got to make an extra touch. He got to take an extra touch when he shouldn't. That's how he turns over the ball.
Which I think him should have used Isaac Hayden as a conductor in that six. You get what I'm saying? To conduct the football around and then have someone that, I'm not saying that.
Why didn't he play Jamal? Why didn't he play Joel Atiba there? Tell me why.
So I'm not saying Damara Phillips or Joel Atiba should be a regular starter, but you see someone with that energy in that midfield, someone with that bite, especially there's somebody that will want to be on the football. You know, Lati always give us that bite. You know, the way Phillips play, him always, somebody that want to be on the football. So if we can get, pieces like that around Isaac Hayden, then it can complement his game. But if you have this guy playing as an 8, close to a box-to-box, he don't have the energy for that.
Exactly.
You don't have the energy for that.
Exactly.
So you take away a lot from his game by wanting to play up and down. And then you play with 2 double pivot who cannot break down a team just like that. But
exactly.
The man that who can, you get what I'm saying? So
of course.
You can come up against a team that's a low block. You need to play with players that touch players that can create, players that can move the ball quicker than, the opponent can really get back into shape.
No, Ricardo, you're a smart footballing mind. Andrew Garth is a smart footballing mind. Let me ask you all a question. So is my man Sean answered. Why? Okay, the first game that Jamaica played against Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Tyreek McGee and Bobby Reed was balling on them.
Yeah.
The second leg on the AstroTurf. The second leg, Bobby Reed was suspended because he picked up the yellow card.
Yeah.
When Trinidad and Jamaica played, Bobby Reed didn't come. Why didn't the coach go back to Bobby Reed and Tyreek McGee in the midfield with the 2 goal scorers on the other side with Leon Bailey and Damari Gray? Why not?
Exactly.
But you put Bobby Reed in the midfield by himself. You used to put him with Casey Pop. You put him with Isaac Hayden and Sule McCullough. Like, come on, man. You're not trying to win.
Yeah. You have to put somebody in that midfield that's going to create. Look, the partnership that Bobby and Maggie created in that Nicaragua game, it was second to none. You understand? And I was hoping to see something like that. Maybe they can, give us something like that again. But again, Maggie Carrier on the other side, Bobby Reed Carrier on the other side. So you just don't know where to turn at this moment. You understand? But I mean, bro, if Steve McLaren looking at Sule McCullough as someone that to play in that game away to St. Vincent, and the midfield decisions, bro, shitty.
Yeah, we got problems. I got 2 more things to ask you because I got to check your football mind before you get out of here. I know you got to go soon. I got 2 more things to ask you. Number 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Are 2 number 9s that we have, right? One of them has a broken foot from an accident. He's 32 years old. And Shamar Nicholson, 27, looked like a ghost of himself. He looks out of shape. He looked like he got cement shoes on.
I think Mikel is probably 33, 34.
He's close. All right, cool. I was being nice. I was being nice. What are we doing? What are we? This is a World Cup qualifying year. What are we really doing?
The funny thing, bro, to be honest, when I look around the region, so I can say, Panama, they don't have a really natural number nine, but, they have people that will put the ball in the back of the net. We saw Waterman the other day, Farhado is on the bench for Panama. When you look at Costa Rica, they got Ocalde, someone that helped boot Shamanicos out of CSK Moscow. Honduras, they just got back Kyoto, someone that's really good. Number nine. So, when you look all over the place, Jimenez came back in the Mexican team with a bang.
What?
You understand?
Say what? Jimenez.
You get what I mean? So everybody have somebody that can put the ball in the back of it, and it's only looking at this moment now. Reggae boys are depending on a man that a couple months ago got a broken leg.
In a car wreck that usually take people's lives. Let's be honest.
So you get what I mean? So if that man will look on for come save this team, God help us. God help this team. But I mean, they have to really go out there and, get some pieces. We really need some pieces, even to pick the potential players. You're not going to get ready-made player all the time, but I mean, just potential. And I'm looking at somebody that can probably come in by now until probably about September. He's a very, very young, promising player, and he is our best.
Who that?
Probably our best 17-year-old at this moment. The guy that played the under 17 qualified as a Semori that just debuted for NYFC in Columbus. So I know he's very young. He just turned 17 a couple of weeks ago, but he is our best 17-year-old. There's going to be some given point where we're going to have to try to pick potential players and groom them. Because if you look all over the references, we ain't talk about this already. There's a bunch of 17-year-olds on international stage.
Dominating.
And he is our best young striker, fit teenager striker at this moment. So there's going to be a moment where we're going to have to just change the whole dynamic of our select players. And again, if we're going to depend on a broken, man I got broken leg the other day, it's going to be really, really sad.
The other thing I wanted to ask you is, and that's 100%. Hold on, Travis. Too much coaches on YouTube. Let me tell you something. You say you big up yourself, Travis. By the way, because I don't got no beef for nobody. It's all love. Players no play with heart and passion for the national team. Let me tell you something, Travis. Nige boy can see this team is in trouble. I don't know what's wrong with your eyeballs. It has nothing to do with YouTube, coach. Right? It's clear to see that we are in trouble trying to qualify for the World Cup.
You see the thing is, big up to Elder Travis, respect him, but I hear him say something on JD show earlier today and say, the World Cup qualifier is a priority to get the World Cup. I understand that, but at the end of the day, if we can't really get together as a unit by now, we can't wait until September to get as a unit.
And that's what we try. That's what Steve is looking at. September.
We want, if this team really did pick up results and I get good performances, individual performances, and it was a little fluke in St. Vincent, we could have accepted that. But this is a continuity. Look how long Steve McCarran coaching the team. We cannot get a goal at home. We cannot get a win at home.
I asked the chat earlier, when was the last time we scored at home? Do you guys know? That's how long it's been.
You get what I'm saying? We play DR in the stadium in the World Cup qualifier, 1-0. We play St. Vincent the other day. We drew 1-1. We play 80 in Nations League game in the last couple spell ago. We win that game 3-2. So we played Dominica in our World Cup qualifier game and we won 3-2. So we're barely beating our Caribbean rivals.
That we used to beat easy.
So the team is up and down. So when Steve McCarran came in and the first manager to win back-to-back game in Central America, kudos to him. We respect that. But he did have to pick up on that, and from there, Francis, the team went down the hill.
Down the hill is an understatement. Oh my lord.
Bro, from we won those 2 games in Central American style, we went down the hill. So I don't know about coaching. We love the football just like how Travis loved the football. You understand? So we all here can, give our deep analysis and, pour out our soul and passion into this. So I don't know, like coaching, we are taught the footballers how, we are seat. And the team literally a player like our Steve McCarran have done him interview in the past. Lack of details.
100%.
Bro, when I look, I can promise you this. Give a coach this team, you will see a difference.
Listen, man. Listen, I was watching something today. Listen, first of all, I love the way Thomas Tuchel interacts with his team. I mean, from the training staff to the players, he's hugging everybody. He's high-fiving. Why is it that every time I watch a Jamaica training session that either Knockins or MG put out, that I see Steve McLaren on the other side of the field?
Unai Emery.
He's not. He's not. Steve McLaren doesn't have the assistant coaches beside him. He has what's the dude's name? Not Simpson. What's the other guy? The new guy he brought in.
Paul something in the Paul.
Simpson.
Yeah,
They just sitting together talking. I'm watching. I'm like, the coach. He doesn't feel like he's a part of the team. Like he feel like he's just coaching it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Give you a next scenario. When I look at every team in CONCACAF, I would say every team except the US because Pochettino have a full staff we work with. But when I look on Mexico have changed the whole way of, how they think the football now. Because new system, new coach, Javier Aguirre, when he got appointed, you know what he said? I need Rafa Marquez in this team to bring back the spine after the Mexican way. The same thing when previous coach was at Costa Rica, Alfaro Gustavo was there. He brought in ex-players to help bring back that Costa Rican way. You understand? Honduras, it's the same thing. Palacios, I think other ex-player, I forgot the name. They're on board with the Honduran national team, the Panamanian team. When I was watching the game the other day, the game that they beat the US, the commentator said the Panamanian team have 3 different coaches. One for the defense, one for the midfield, and one for the attackers. And every coach giving out different details to every line of position on that pitch.
Wow.
So when you look at this Reggae Boy team, who is the backbone? Who's going to help Steve? Because look, I don't care if Steve McCarran have done over 30 years coaching. When you're coaching in the CONCACAF, it's a different ballgame. This is a European style of play. So you need bodies around him and that coaching staff who have done it in this region, who have experience around the Reggae Boys camp to help him. Because there's a lot. And what I've seen, but just don't watch the video that JFF put out, all the members can watch it with Rene Simone giving the team a talk. I can imagine what those players feeling. They're looking or pretending it was 1997 when he was around preparing the team for the World Cup. So we need bodies to help Steve McLaren, to help motivate these players in different aspects of the game. Past players are very important to assist him, especially on the international level. And when you look at the most successful international teams, have past players on it and help, even mentor something, bro.
Facts.
You remember when Bibi and Freddie Altman Butler walk with the team? Who won a bronze medal with Al Grimson, who won a bronze medal.
Yes, we did.
You understand? So a lot of different things like.
And you know what's so funny? I don't know if you realize. I don't think a lot of people realize but we drew 1-1 with St. Vincent, and Ireland won their game. I just thought that to be really
I
funny.
think and I think they remain in I think they remain in League A.
Listen, if Ireland makes the World Cup and we don't, that's a big slap in the face. I'm just putting it out there from now. I'll be the first one to say it. If Ireland makes the World Cup and we don't, I'm going to leave that right there. Andrew Garth had something to say. He said, I wanted a South American coach. To be fair, he hasn't managed Jamaica for a long time, but I felt our game and speed needed a South American coach, is what he said.
Yeah, I think a coach like a South American coach, as if with somebody around him, that can help this team. Look, this team have a lot of potential. That talent. It just need a person that can come in and coach the team. When you look at Jesse March, before Jesse March kick a ball, the Canada team kick a ball in the Copa America, he played France, he played the Netherlands in 2 friendlies, and right after that, he walked in a group with 3 South American teams, and you could see that a Canadian team that's unprepared, but with less time, little resource, couldn't even keep a January cap the other day. Jesse March managed to drain every bit of ounce of potential out of those players in that Copa America. You understand? And he just get appointed like a month ago before Copa America starts. So if he can make that big difference on the team, what is wrong with our team? Tapa Whitmore, Paul Grimmy, now with Steve McCarran. Who next? Road Speed? We don't know.
Listen, man. All I know is that I don't know what President Mike Ricketts is doing, but he got to do something because it ain't working right now. And you know what I'm saying? Heavy's the head that wears the crown. And brother, you right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We're on our second coach trying to qualify for the World Cup.
we look, I think we are the only team that's going into, one of the top team going to the final run of the qualifiers, change a coach in the cycle of the World Cup period already. I think we're the only coach I've done. Everybody else, team settled, everyone, coach settled, everybody, squad, everything is settled, waiting for September. Waiting, I'm telling you, man. But, them have to get past Guatemala coming in June. That's the big one.
One of the things that the coach said also is that he's still recruiting for the summer. But that's supposed to be done a long time. World Cup qualifying year, and you still recruiting.
I don't know.
You just see DJ Spence just shut down that opportunity, but play for Jamaica. I'm trying to play for England.
Yeah,
he licked that for 6.
Licked that for 6. I watched that interview.
Shoot.
I watched that interview, but I must tell him good luck with it because 2 caps on him done him just like Ivan Tony.
Just like that.
Just like that. But I'm a Jamaican by blood. Want the country to play well. We're going to back the team. We're going to back Steve McCarran. But and idea as a Jamaican, we don't keep up with foolishness.
No man, me start the fire already. It's small. Yeah. Cause listen, I've been watching Steve McLaren. I'm watching his decision making, his politician answers in these press conferences is annoying. When I say annoying, it's annoying. Like, don't be condescending. I don't know if these guys understand, but that dude is playing games with y'all, man. Y'all asking questions, and it's like a joke to him.
Yeah, and he's very experienced, and he knows how to handle the media. And did you watch a press conference?
They covering his back respectfully. Whoever's in charge of the media, they're not giving us a fair chance to go at him, but that's okay.
Did you watch the press conference?
I watch all of them.
There's
disgusting.
There's so many fire burn from different YouTubers, but when that press conference started, didn't one burning question asked?
Nope.
Me say man ask, and I tell the coach, say, yo, we'll finish the second half strong. Like, bro, finish with second half strong.
Like, what?
Finish with second half. Me not hear nobody asking details.
My first question would have been like, Coach, they were killing us on that right side. Why didn't you make a change?
And me not see nobody ask Richard King what happened in that moment, of your defensive position awareness.
The
What
man,
happened? What
the
you were
man turned
thinking?
you inside out, 5 yards away
Yeah,
from you. 5 yards. He turned you inside
nobody,
out. What?
nobody asked, you know, coach, what was the purpose of selecting, even look, Sule Makala, or, nobody asked Richard King what happened. You might ask Richard King, about the Cavalier game. Like, this is not Cavalier, brother. We need to know what he might think, what the coach are going to. Yo, we need some fire burning questions.
All I know is that there was a lot of talk about Richard King, Richard King, Richard King. I was one of them. Richard King, let me be Richard King, give him an opportunity. Why is he not playing? Well, we kind of seen why. We kind of see why he's still on the island for the most part. Small sample size. We got to
And I
listen.
think-
We got to talk about what we see, and if what we see, coaches of clubs see, it kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah,
Which is tough.
It's the simple mistakes like that what Richard King made. This is why you need him off of the island real quick, because a better system, a better club, will put in a lot of things in place and get him more up the tune to the game, and get him much ready. So things like this would have probably that prevent this thing from not happening. So this is why we really need him off of the island. Look, we know Richard King is not the final product, but he's our top young defender at this moment. Yeah. You understand? So we have to work with it, but we need him to get off the island so he can, excel more and tap into a more different environment where he can actually uplift in game, and we probably come up against different attacking players in training every day. That's going to push him on that next side.
That's facts.
Yeah,
that's facts. But Andrew Gard said it's sad. Break my heart each time I watch the boys. It's like my blood pressure gets raised each time. I'm sure Ricardo feels the same way.
I felt the same way, bro. Like, it's just frustrating, bro. It's frustrating sometimes to know that, the Reggae Boyz team is like our little darling, brother. Like, when them not play good, it hurts you to the core. You understand?
It has to. It has to,
the
man.
The man them need for go out on the pitch and represent the people them will get up a morning time and sell them a Coronation Market, some hard working people. You understand? We'll hustle. We need to start playing football and represent them people them. Say, this after the people will hustle 25-8. The people them will come and the country truck will come at town come sell just to make 2 ends meet a country back. We need to start playing the football. Put out our heart and soul. If you see man I get pulled out that challenge, this is why the 98 team is so good. These players were together. These players fight for each other. You understand? Never leave each other back. And then the coach was the magnet to everything. He was the glue.
Facts.
He was the glue. So it's going to take a difficult task, bro. But what do you think? Is it more easier process or it's difficult to go to the workout?
I think it's a more difficult process, and the reason why it's a more difficult process, simple. I'm gonna keep it very simple for you. We are unorganized at the top of our federation.
Yeah.
And you know what flows from the top.
Yeah.
So once, in my opinion, we become more organized. Somebody's gonna be like, in what way should we be more organized? Well, in ways like we should already have our team 80 to 90% already solidified and already playing together game after game, going to these tournaments and trying to compete and win and at least place medals in these tournaments. What are we talking about? If we're still talking about we can't fly players in because we ain't got money, but we not prepared. This is World Cup. We ain't prepared.
Yeah, we're not prepared.
No, we're not prepared. Sorry.
Prepared. Yeah.
We trying to rob the people. In my opinion, this is allegedly. In case y'all try to sue me, allegedly, you're trying to rob the people that love the football and love the country of $9.99, and we still can't afford the ball of them to come. Make it make sense. I'm okay.
You
I'm
see,
okay.
this workout process is not all about the JFF and the players and the coach. This workout process is all about, even the people that in cooperating in government that need to go to Pika. Pika need to be on our side, help the players and get the required documents so they can get over the line to get them passport. These to qualify for a World Cup, it's not just on the pitch. It's not just in the administration of the
So
JFF.
that's what
It's all up, it's
Nick,
all about around everything.
Nick. That's why I'm saying, and maybe I should have broke it down further because it goes further for me. You can't tell me that Mike Ricketts can't pick up the phone and call somebody in the government to have a conversation with Pika about getting this process. 2 years, man. 2 years to get a passport, man. 2 years with all your documents. And this is regular people. You talking about these multi-million-dollar athletes that's supposed to pick up and make a phone call and make things happen. They gotta wait 2 years to get a passport. Demario Gray said he applied in 2021. He didn't get it to 2023.
Mikel Antonio said the same thing too.
So what do you mean? You mean to tell me that one of the biggest organizations in Jamaica, you mean to tell me Mike Ricketts ain't got no pull? You mean to tell me Mike Ricketts can't pick up the phone and call nobody?
Bro.
You mean to tell me Mike Ricketts can't pick up the phone? Stop it. Stop it.
These guys are not working. These guys are not doing the job. The other day, everybody run out when FIFA cleared them from them audit. Everybody run out like mosquito. A fly run. You understand? But the little details, the fine little print on that paper. If you don't read properly, that's it for your World Cup dream. But different from, getting together as a unit, from the janitor, go all the way up to the CEO and executive. I just think that, this World Cup process is going to be a little bit more difficult because it's going to take a team to win the zone. Normally, which it was like 10 teams in the last part of it, play a round robin game in a league format, woman away and, top 4, top 3 qualify. But no, you have to win a zone. So I think that's going to be very difficult.
In my opinion, first of all, I'm going to read this comment. I think you'd enjoy this comment. Garth said, passport move when money gets deposited into the right offshore accounts. I'm going to leave that one right there.
Yeah, leave that one. Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Yeah, I personally believe that championships and titles and big tournaments are won by the front office, not the players. It's won at the front office in the top because they do what they have to do, so the players can do what they have to do. So the coach and the physical training staff, they can do what they have to do. But when the coach and the training staff and the players got to do the job of the front office, come on.
Yeah.
That's what wins you games and tournaments. Yes, the players got to go out there, but if you're doing what you got to do in terms of dotting every I and crossing every T that you possibly can, working your soul case out to make sure that things are in line for you to be successful, that's why I say we unorganized, allegedly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
However you want to say it.
But to be fair, we have seen little changes, we have seen little upgradement, but I think it's not enough. We need things for Gaza more quickly. Not just passport, but better preparation. All right.
You're better than me because I don't want nothing to do with fair. I want results.
Look at this preparation. So Casey Palmer was out around December the 15th and just played around 41 minutes in 4 games, I think. We selecting, all of a sudden came out that, he was injured and Then the Old City newspaper came out that, all he needed is just to knee back and stay back and for catch up look of fitness and stuff like that. So I'm saying, why is it that we don't have a proper replacement? Why every time when a player that played overseas pulled out of the squad, it always have to go back locally. Not knocking a local player, but somebody he will take away a spot that just like a player like Jonathan Russell. What should have probably done earlier is that you submit probably around 30 to 35 letters to various different clubs of for 35 players. You understand? So if players pulled out, you easily can pull back in another player that oversees quick time. So the even the selection process the other day, it's just it's just unacceptable. So things like that, it's even not going our way as we want it to go.
Well,
So
again,
it's
as we
just
as
poor.
football fans, we have a responsibility as fans and as media to put as much pressure as we possibly can on the federation to exhaust. Remember, again, I'll say it again, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You the one that got the position. You took the position because you can do what? You feel like you can be successful in it and you can execute it. Now, I'll say this to you. If you got the position in the football, right, federation, and we were at a 2, and you take it to a 3, I'm not giving you a hand clap. You might, somebody else might, but I'm not giving you a hand clap because you're
Yeah,
supposed to take it from a 2 to like a 6, and I'll maybe give you a, because I have high expectations. My expectations are high,
yeah. But
right? And when you say, okay, well, high expectation, you got to have the right information. Well, that's part of it. Why you put the pressure on is to ensure that the decisions that are being made are not made for today, but they're made long term. Bro, 98 to 25 was the last time we've like, come on.
never leave it right there.
I'm sure you are, my brother. 'Cause
I'm
we
gonna,
could go
but
all night.
I'm
Pause.
just going to say this and leave it right there.
Mhm.
Steve McCarron have to pull the plug and call back for Nana Low for St. Vincent. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Leave it right there.
Nana
We
Low.
have to call back for
Nana
Nana
Low.
Low. We have to call for Nana Low for come and drape up St. Vincent. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. But leave it right here, my
Yeah,
brother.
man.
We will pick up on this one more time.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's Nick from the Carter Media House, man. Don't forget
Yeah,
to go over there and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, let
yeah,
him know you come over from Nexus Sports Talk and holla
yeah.
at him. Listen, I can't wait, man. Let me
Yeah,
know when your show is live, and you already know I'm there.
yeah, man. Bless up.
All right, bless.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Nick. That's Nick Carter from the Carter Media House, the Morning Insider. If you guys know, you know what I'm saying. Check him out. But yeah, mass migration of families in the 70s, 80s, and the corruption, lack of professional development is all hurting us now. How much longer will we endure this as a nation? Whew. I'm not sure. I'm tell you the truth. I ain't even sure, but you got a serious point there. You got a serious point. I'm not sure how long. Smash that like button. Listen, we're going to be live tomorrow for the preview show. Tap in for the preview show. Yeah, that's right. It's not a mistake. Francis is back. I had some things I need to take care of personally. I did that. Now it's time to give y'all this content, man. Now it's time to talk football. Ruffle a few feathers. And speak the truth. Because everybody going to hide and, not speak. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to speak the truth that I see. I'm going to speak the truth that I think I see. I'm going to speak what I think I see and know. I'm going to put it together and make it happen. Nah, little good with him there. Yeah, I know. He had a little issue he sorted out. But right now, man, honestly, our midfield has been a mess. It still is a mess. And it's still a mess. And we're still looking for some midfielders. And we're looking for a forward that can score goals. So we got no midfielder really, and we ain't got no forward. And the defenders are on rotation. Steve McLaren is still recruiting. And we're trying to qualify for the World Cup. Bless up, man. Have a good night. Bless up to Andrew Garth. Bless up to Sean Answers. Travis Peso that came true, the elder. Bless up yourself. Nunez News Network, bless up yourself. And everybody else in the background that's watching, hit that like button, man. Drop a comment below. You know, you had the opportunity to call in, but definitely tomorrow, the preview show is the call-in show. Make sure you call in. Preview show tomorrow, if you can, wherever you at. Call in and give me your thoughts. Until then, stay blessed. Stay safe. And I'm out.
And we up next. On the contrary to what you used to, I would like to welcome you into the future. Big homie about to spit it like a Ruger. Working double time to sunsets, then I hear the roosters. Competition begging me to slow down. Grand Pooba, cause you know we serving next up. For court, my nigga press up. Back to back, no days off, we don't need to rest up. You better check your heart and check your stamina. You gotta deal with Francis, the big homie from Canada. Next up, sports talk, yeah homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you. Cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah. Next up, next up, yeah. Next up, next up, yeah. Next up, next up. Next up, sports talk. Don't even trip, homie, we got you. Yeah.
Ski College, bless up yourself and have a blessed night. Now I'm really out. 5,000, you did.